Tomatoes are known to be the most popular garden vegetable in the United States. In fact, they're so popular that they're grown all throughout the year. With its wide use and multiple benefits, tomatoes just deserve to be called as such. They can be eaten fresh, processed, cooked, and they're also ingredients in other products. In today's Mighty Machines video, we'll take a look at how billions of tomatoes are grown to make products like tomato ketchup, sauce, and even canned tomatoes. But before that, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more similar videos. Just like all other farming processes, the production of tomatoes starts from tilling the soil. Tomatoes require certain soil conditions for it to flourish, and with the help of the 9 Series tractors from John Deere, it's now possible to prepare the soil without going so much manual labor. It has a 6-cylinder diesel engine with 640 cubic inches of displacement that generates 215 horsepower. For heavy-duty jobs like transporting, cultivating, and plowing, this tractor is made. It is also adaptable to a variety of uses because of the assortment of accessories it comes with, including snowblowers, seed drills, and mowers. Tomato seeds cannot be planted immediately to the fields. First, it needs to be planted in a tray. This facility uses a vacuum sheet to help them place the seeds onto their respective trays. After that, they add nurturing grains to make sure that the seeds will be protected during their growth. Then, they will be kept in a dark nursery for a while. All tomatoes are monitored during this process, and they'll stay here until they're ready for the bigger field. From the nursery, the healthy seedlings will be transported to the field to prepare for transplanting. Most of the farms use this tomato transplanter from Ferrari Futura for that step. Boarding this machine are farmers that will sort healthy seedlings and place them onto the transplanter. Next, each seedling is carefully planted into a hole that's been made and spaced apart at the ideal intervals for healthy growth by the tomato transplanter. Both waste and the possibility of congestion are decreased by this procedure. Based on crop requirements, soil type, and weather conditions, the system generates accurate watering schedules after planting. This aids in encouraging development and germination. Tomato seedlings do not grow overnight. They also need consistent monitoring, care, and fertilization to grow. Manually putting fertilizers will not work for wild fields, which is why trailed sprayers machines are commonly used. These are self-propelled machines designed for crop protection applications, such as fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides. The boom system, which is connected to a tank holding the liquid solution, is pulled by the tractor unit using nozzles. The solution is pressurized by the centrifugal pump within the tank and sent to the desired location via the nozzles. To achieve uniform coverage, the nozzles on the boom system may be adjusted at different angles, and the boom system can be elevated or lowered to the required height. These days, some trailed sprayers have sensors and software installed that allow for variable rate application, section control, and auto steering. After about 60 to 85 days, the tomatoes will be ready for harvest. During this process, time is one of the biggest factors considered. If not harvested immediately, the tomatoes will be overripe and will no longer be fit for the procedures it will go through. This is why instead of manually harvesting them, farms use machine harvesters for an efficient harvesting season. Using machines like the Kurima 2-row tomato harvester and the Pike Wright HC290 tomato harvester, each of the ripe tomatoes will be picked in no time and its quality preserved. These machines work through the help of different sensors. First of all, it goes through the different rows of tomatoes. Its sensors are programmed to detect the size, color, and texture of a ripe tomato. Once they've detected that, the machine will start picking them up gently but firmly. It's important that both gentleness and firmness is employed during this step to avoid any damage to the tomatoes. This will go on until all the rows are taken care of. After that, these tomatoes will be transported to another vehicle. The purpose of this vehicle is to hold more tomatoes than the harvester and to transport them into the processing facility. Of course, certain standards like the quality is assessed and inspected first before these tomatoes are shipped locally or internationally. The moment they reach the facility, they will first be washed in the unloading section. This is done to remove the unwanted debris and also make sure that all the tomatoes are clean. This also helps get rid of stones that might have been there while harvesting. After that, they'll be divided into batches depending on what end product they'll be. Some will be diced tomatoes, while some will turn into tomato paste. Then they'll go through a conveyor belt that will lead them to the sorting part of the facility. They make use of the technologies such as X-rays to help them sort the tomatoes more effectively. The fresh tomatoes will now be fed into this rotary valve. The purpose of this rotary valve is to facilitate the peeling of the tomato through creating a vacuum with its mechanism. They also use other machines to help them peel the tomatoes, but in a gentle way. The peeled tomatoes will go through manual sorting again. After that, the healthy tomatoes will go through an advanced pulping technology that gently separates the skin and seeds from the flesh of the tomato. To lessen the watery nature of crushed tomatoes, water molecules in their cell walls are broken down by simmering them at low temperatures for many hours. Natural enzymes break these bonds when they cool, making them more viscous and containing less liquid. In this part of the facility, bottles for packaging are produced and monitored. These bottles are fed into a rotary blower and a machine that fills them with the tomato ketchup. It is quite the same for the production of tomato sauce and paste. Tomatoes are simmered in big vats of water and salt to intensify their flavors and cut down on moisture to make tomato sauce. After being blended into a silky puree, any solids, seeds, or skins are filtered out. 30 minutes to many hours may pass during this process. To guarantee that there is no contamination during the packing process, the cans are washed, sterilized, and dried before filling. After being filled, the cans are sealed and put through a retort, which exposes them to high pressure and temperature in order to eliminate any microorganisms. The tomato paste cans are now prepared for client distribution. Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you've learned something from this video. We're also excited to hear about your favorite part of the process. Please share them in the comment section below. If you want to learn more, we also have a video on top 10 biggest and heaviest machines in the world you have probably never seen before. Go ahead and check that out. For more videos similar to this one, don't forget to like and subscribe.